I'm in Monroeville, Alabama, and this place is significant because this is where Harper Lee, who wrote To Kill a Mockingbird, grew up. Also Truman Capote, but it's also basically the setting for the novel To Kill a Mockingbird. Just over here, next to me here, is the old courthouse, which is now a courthouse museum, and that's the inspiration for the courthouse in the novel and in the film as well. So yeah, it's pretty exciting. I teach To Kill a Mockingbird every year at school to my Year 10 students, and so I've been really looking forward to coming here and having a look. I'm in the courtroom of the Monroeville courthouse, the old courthouse, and this is the courtroom that was used in To Kill a Mockingbird. They didn't actually use this one because they actually had a court case going on at the time, so they made an exact replica of this over in Hollywood, but it is based on this room. I'm up on the balcony where Scout sits in the trial and watches her father down there. Harper Lee's father was a lawyer in the town, so she had that real life experience to write about. I believe his law office was just across the road. It's really good. They've actually put a plaque to Atticus. I'm not sure how many times you see a full plaque made by like the Bar Association about a fictional character. It's pretty cool. It's great driving around this part of the country. It reminds me a lot of the mid-north of South Australia where I grew up. Everyone waves to you as you drive past someone on the road, give them a wave, or you lift one finger off the steering wheel. People are friendly. See someone on the street, they'll say hello, they'll want to know who you are and have a bit of a chat. It's really interesting. Other side of the world, but very similar in so many ways. It's really great walking around Monroeville, just seeing the place where so much history has happened and that was inspirational for such an important novel. Well, lots of important novels if you include Truman Capote's as well. I was talking to the guy at my Airbnb and he was saying there are lots of people, lots of prominent people in lots of various different areas that all came from the counties around this part of Alabama. Seems to be a very fruitful part of the country. I don't know whether it's because of the history, because of the hardships that people have gone through here. The guy at the Airbnb said he grew up in the area, and he was from a family. He's an African American guy, and he was from a big family, and he grew up picking cotton by hand back in only like 30-40 years ago or whatever. The guy at the Airbnb also said it's still quite backward out here. There's still a lot of segregation, not legally, but the sections of the town where the white people and the black people live are still quite separate, things like that. So the guy from the Airbnb was saying even in the late 90s, marriage licenses for black people were different than the marriage licenses for white people. All sorts of things. Still very interesting, difficult part of the world for many people to live in. I was hearing about a book. Now I can't remember what the name of the book is, but basically it tells the story of a black man who was falsely accused of rape in Monroeville, and his court case was taking place right next door to the old courthouse here, at the same time that the annual To Kill a Mockingbird festival was on, where they reenact the play and things like that. And this was recently, people just didn't make the connection. Behind me is where Truman Capote lived for a while, and this is where he met Harper Lee, who lived next door. Neither house is there anymore. In fact, where Harper Lee's house is Mel's Dairy Queen, which I felt a bit rude parking in the parking lot without buying something, so I got a iced tea. History was made here. It's amazing that two such prominent writers were next door to each other, and characters based on each of them were featured in each other's novels too.